Yo, good morning. So I'm on the market. Just while I'm prepping, gonna go cut up some mushrooms for today. Thought I'd talk to you about ovens and oven choice, because a couple of questions I've been asked as well is like, why do I use these ovens? Why don't I have a bigger oven that can cook more pizzas at the same time? And basically, there's a reason. As you can see, this van is quite small. Yeah, it's a small space. If, for example, I was to use like a single 80 centimeter oven, like internal diameter, the externals of that is going to be like about 1 meter, and that would come to about here. It would take up a very large amount of space. Also, it would weigh a lot more. Generally, a decent like large oven, you're looking at like in the 250, 300 kilo mark. And I mean, this van is not meant to take massive amount of weight. I'm under what it can take, and these only weigh like 58 kilos each. They also heat up extremely fast compared to a larger oven that takes, if I was to run wood or gas, you're talking an hour and a half to heat up a large space to fully saturate a stone or brick oven. These ones, they're up to temperature. I can arrive somewhere and I could be baking in 30 minutes flat. If I've got everything else prepped, if my fridge is loaded, if I'm doing like a small event, I can literally pull up, turn these on, and they're ready to go within half an hour. They're fully saturated. And I haven't got to and the fact that I'm running gas most of the time, I don't have to scrape out a load of wood. I don't have to get rid of embers, something like that. I can turn them off, shut them down, shut everything up, and drive off. One reason I have wood here as well, this is another question people have asked me, why do I have wood? Someone even said, oh, that's really scammy having wood under there. Well, it's not just for show. It is actually, these ovens are actually dual fuel, so they can run on wood or gas. The reason I have the wood there is if this has happened to me, if I forget to buy gas, or I don't realize that one of my tanks is quite low, or if I just have an issue with my gas and it cuts out, I can run for probably 1 hour, at least one oven on just the wood I've got here, because once they're fully saturated, literally just a small amount of wood in there will give me enough heat to keep going and to keep running. So it's actually there for emergencies. It's extremely dry, like hardwood, like kiln dried hardwood, super light, super dry. It'll ignite super fast, and that's why. And because I've got one of these in my garden at home, and I generally, mostly when I'm using the dome at home, I'll run it on wood. I find it a lot more fun to use at home. But for business, in the van, it's a lot cleaner. Gas gives me more foot space in the oven as well. Less mess, less thing for me to worry about turning it up and down. And the fact of the matter is, I end up with the same product time and time again. It makes no difference if it's wood or gas, except actually if it's gas, it's a bit cleaner. There's no ash in the oven. There's nothing like that. So yeah, that's why. Also, these ovens look beautiful. Super lightweight, heat up fast, and I'm a Gosney partner, so I don't pay for them. So luckily enough, I've become a brand partner with Gosney. I've been using their ovens for over 7 years now. Used Rockbox basically since day one, since it was out, and became an ambassador, and then and now I'm a brand partner with them. So luckily, I get sent them for free. So yeah, that's another reason I saved myself a bit of money there. But I wouldn't have it any other way. As far as I'm concerned, there is no oven that performs like this for speed, efficiency. It uses hardly any gas, because I use these little Neapolitan arches that make the mouth of the oven a little bit smaller, so you can fit like a 12-inch peel in. It's like 13 inches wide, I think 13.2, something like that, 13.5. So it minimizes the opening, but what it does is it locks in the heat. It locks in that flame and allows it to fully go across the roof of the oven before it exits out. And what this means is I can get them hot really fast, but also they stay hot on a lower flame. So this one's actually running at low flame and it's at 430 degrees. If I just turn it up a little bit, I don't need to run them on full all the time. Like back in the day when I had my rock boxes, I had to turn them up between pizzas. These ones I actually turn them down between pizzas. So you've probably seen that in my other videos, that I'm adjusting the gas styles every now and again. And that's just to make sure that I'm sort of keeping it around. I like to bake it around 480 degrees air temperature. It's probably about 440, 450 on the stone. Sometimes they'll reach 530, 540, and I'll just bake like that. And I just have to sort of, you know, keep an eye on the pizza because it will bake differently to the other one. So like this one right now, that's actually at 560 degrees. I've had it on high flame, so I'm going to lower that down, and that won't drop below 430 on a low flame, so that will just stay there all day long. They're actually really, really economical when it's running the Neapolitan arches, because you just use hardly any gas. So yeah, that's the other reason. They're really frugal, they're really cool, and luckily I didn't pay for them. So anyway, that's an insight into the ovens. I hope you enjoyed that. Yo, bringing you a new angle. I managed to set up my little tripod thing. It's like tucked it into the roof kind of thing. So it's a new angle. Hopefully this works for you guys. I'm just assembling some boxes. So just gonna do this, get prepped. It's a good idea. I try and assemble at least like 30 plus boxes because it's going to get me through that initial lunch rush. I stack up a load out the front just here on the edge. See if I can spin you around so you can see. Let me just take you off for a minute. So I'm stacking up boxes just here on the edge there, and then what I'll do is I'll take them up. My boxes here, my liners are here, much like when I showed you yesterday. Oh, and today, because it was raining this morning, but the sun's come out, so I've got this like really rubbish tablecloth, like oilcloth, that's magnetized. It's clipped to the roof and then magnetized, so it just keeps me dry, allows me to have things there. And I put a little curtain down there as well, so it keeps my legs warm. And that is that. They're back on here, hopefully you can see that. So yeah, I might do a little bit of service. You guys seem to be really enjoying watching the service, so I'll get mic'd up so you don't hear everybody outside. Usually I'd be playing music, so I've got my iPad here. I have Spotify open, and I have my like iZettle point of sale system here on the right hand side. So usually when I'm not filming, I'm playing some tunes, but YouTube doesn't like music in the background due to copyright. So yeah, that's the reason it's quiet and it's just me. I will put my mic on because the sound is a little bit better. Unfortunately, it's a little bit tinny in here because, well, it's like a giant tin can. So sorry. Hello, mate. Someone's walking past with this clothes rail. It's always something interesting going on in the market. It's quite nice just being here when I'm not busy. I can people watch, sit on my Yeti, and have a coffee and just see what's happening in the quiet times. But yeah, this is the relaxing period. I'm just sort of prepped, just getting ready. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so it is what's the time? Just had to pause my music. I was playing some tunes. So it is. Let's go. It's 11:38. We have baked so far out of a whole tray 13 pizzas. Got 2 left in this one. I put 15 in a box, so we've done 13 already, and it's only 11:38. Keep that closed. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good day. The sun's come out, so I've taken that cover I had on the back out because it got a bit of toasty in here. It's actually currently 38.6 degrees C in here, which is very warm. There's not much of a breeze today. I think if this weather continues, I'm going to have to get my little mobile air conditioning unit out earlier than expected. But as long as I can open the back up, usually there's a nice little breeze and there's enough airflow. And I have a fan here that I can put on, and it puts cold, nice, cool air straight on the back of my neck whilst I'm making pizza, and keeps me cool and keeps the air flowing. So, and if it gets too hot in here, or if I burn something, then I can put it on suck, and it will just suck everything out. So that's all good. So sorry if that was really loud. Stay tuned. I'll be back when the rush happens, because you guys and girls really seem to be liking the baking and the hustle. So yeah, I guess I'll just share more of that for now. So yeah, stay tuned. Fellas, two days in a row, eh? Yeah. You're back. Let's go for it. What's it going to be?
Cheddar again, please.
You go. Again.
Yeah.
Right, let's do it. Do you want similar vibe to yesterday? So Marg with a bit. Do you want veggie capricciosa, red onion chilies as well?
Yes, please, yeah.
Nice. We'll ham it up a little bit without the ham.
I'm in a spicy mood, so loads of chili.
Load it up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And load mine with chili too.
Okay, cool. Got plenty. I gotcha. Just you two today. You know what? It's been really weird this time of a day in the last few weeks. It's like I say, you guys normally are the ones that make the queue. If there's like 8 of you, it suddenly like goes from 0 to that, and then people join, they follow, you know. But
if you want some queue, we don't want nothing.
Ideally, what I want is to have 3 people standing there all day long, and never feel pressured, but always have a customer, because it just flows and it goes nicely, you know. It's when you get in the zone and you start smashing them out, and then it stops. And you're like, oh no, like, yeah, and then you, because the oven's like, you know, I get them set to a certain like temperature where they're solid and they just, you know, pummeling a pizza after pizza. And when it stops, you've got to like turn them right down, or so they don't overheat, or just got to roll with it.
I was going to say, see, I saw recently all these new domes came out.
The arcs?
Yeah.
Like
how long?
Tempted?
A little bit, but I need that garden and stuff first.
Okay.
I was going to say, because these aren't the arcs you've got installed.
No, these are the domes. So these have been out like 3 years now.
Yeah. So when's the upgrade happening for you?
I mean, well, no, I mean, it wouldn't be an upgrade for me in here. These are technically still, they're not better. They're just different to say the arc. Did you want everything, mushrooms and everything on there? Yeah, cool. Yeah. So I wouldn't be able to have the arcs in here because they don't have the flues going out the roof. They're like an outdoor oven only. If I was to be set up where I had like them out the back, like in a trailer setting, you'd do that, or like if I was in a gazebo or tent. Basically, they're better than the old oven I used to have, the Rockbox, for street food. But these are like the ultimate. These are better insulated. They're more powerful.
So what's the advantage of the arc?
It's a hell of a lot cheaper. So this one, actually, the opening of mine, because I've got those extra little inserts, the arch, it's only 13 inches, whereas the arc, even the small, they do a 14 and a 16-inch version. The opening of the 16-inch version is actually 16.8 inches. So you can fit a massive, like, New York-style 16-inch pizza in, when you can't in these. And it's a cheaper price point. So the arc 16 is like 699 pounds, and this is, I think, about 1,800 quid.
It's cheaper. Sits between the old Rockbox.
It sits between the Rockbox and because they also came out with another version of this called the S1, which is a gas-only version, because these are dual fuel. So the beauty of this oven, it can do it all: gas, wood, charcoal, low and slow, everything. It's got 3 layers of insulation, a thicker stone, thicker insulation underneath. So it will hold its heat better for longer. The arc will heat up fast. It will stay hot. It's got really good side burner. Bit of different technology to the other ovens. Just different. I find myself reaching, because I've got the Arc 16, the XL version in the garden. It's my sort of go-to oven if I want to just cook a steak or some fish or something like that. I'll just fire that because it's the flame's closer. So it heats up like a pan quicker. Wicked oven.
Yeah, for 600-700 quid,
mate. I think it's like 599 for the 14-inch one. So Rockbox is 400 quid, then 600 quid, then 700 quid. Then you got 1,200 quid for the gas only, and then like I think 1,800 for the ultimate.
Well, when I move and have a garden, it's definitely on the consideration list.
You're more than welcome to swing by and check them out and have a look, see what you think. We have taps, yes. That's yours, sir. Meaty. Always a pleasure. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Take it easy.
Next week.
See you later. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Solid.
Should I have a pepperoni, please?
Give it a tap just below.
So I got a new. Okay, just gonna be so much more.
We're in.
Nice.
Couple of seconds. Hello. How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Yeah, we're very good. Very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. Sun's shining. I'm making pizza. Life is good. What's it going to be?
Let's try your special, mate.
Just the one?
Give it a go. No, and margarita.
Margarita,
please, yeah.
capricciosa. Give it a tap just below.
Have you had that before?
Yeah, it's an old classic. It's an old favourite that's sort of come back round as they always do.
Yeah.
It was.
You're putting it on the
Sorry,
I don't remember you putting it on the menu.
it's not been on for a while. I think it's actually. I don't think it's been on. It's not been on this year. So yeah, it got requested.
Adam, no pressure, but you know what we're waiting for, don't you?
Which one?
One certain one that you.
Which one was it again?
See that little Biscoff special.
You want the Biscoff Bad Boy?
Bad boy, yeah.
I'll tell you what. Am I here next? I think I am here next week. Are you coming around next week?
Yeah, I can do if you need me.
I will make it for you next week as an off menu special.
That'd be really good.
No problem.
No pressure. because
No pressure,
I'm
it's all
going to be
good.
60 in 2 weeks.
Okay. All right.
So,
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna make my birthday.
Okay, cool, all right.
Oh,
Do it next week. Next week.
No, honestly, no pressure.
No,
Don't
no.
sort of like,
Never.
You don't have to, you know. He's getting
Yeah.
enough treat.
It's fine. Absolutely. Bring a candle. We'll stick that in it.
Oh, stop it. You'll burn the place down. Yeah. How many candles he's going to have,
He's getting a Biscoff pizza.
yeah.
It's sorted.
Touche.
We're done. See, what you should have done is you should have just surprised him with it. There you go.
Well, he's still got teeth,
Oh.
You won't. If you eat that, you won't have any though. That's the problem. It's just, yeah, a whole load of diabetes going on in that pizza.
She's gonna start liquidizing the food.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Have you got any plans for Easter, Adam?
I'm not sure as of yet. I don't think so. It's my little girl's birthday, so I won't be here on one of the Wednesdays. Apart from that, no, not really. Chilling. Kids.
Has she got a biggish birthday coming up?
5th.
Oh,
wow,
lovely.
that is
So-
big.
Little joint birthday party with one of the buddies from nursery.
Oh, right. Oh, nice.
I'm making sandwiches because she had pizza at her last one. actually. Sandwiches and sausage rolls.
Cute.
I think it's a trampoline party, actually. Easy. Right, there you go. Did you want them sliced?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Get one of those bouncy castles in for as well.
We did that last year we did that. We were at a local like scout hut where my kid goes to do. He does cubs there,
Yeah.
and we hired one. I parked the pizza van out there, so all the kids had pizza. The parents loved it as well because I did pizza for everyone. Yeah, it was decent. Bit crazy though. A lot to sort out. Much easier to just go somewhere and just take some sandwiches. Job done, you know.
And you can enjoy it as well. You're not working.
Oh no, I much prefer to be in the van. I don't have to talk to anyone then.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't really like making small.
Oh, slicer just mullered that pizza. Kind of took a lot of the. It's the artichoke. If I hit an artichoke, it kind of slides with the slicer. Right.
Brilliant.
Enjoy.
Thank you very
Take
much.
care.
Cheers.
Thank you. Hi.
Hiya, can I just get a pepperoni with some chili honey?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Give it a tap just below.
I'm not down with them next week.
Nice.
Oh, here I am. I'm not going to fix this on the right.
JD. Mark. Almost there.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is, like, he was working from home on Thursday, and then crossed off. Joel then had to do all the traffic on the way back up. It's so long. Yeah. It's so irritating.
On second thoughts.
Thank you so much.
See you later. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I get one margarita.
Yep.
And one pepperoni gluten free.
I don't do gluten free. Sorry,
You
boss. No, not at all.
Oh,
There's gluten everywhere. It's
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
I don't do it. I'm sorry.
Someone said that you didn't.
No, never have.
Okay, let's do. Let's do one margarita, one pepperoni.
Okay.
I'll find out.
Sure.
No worries.
Yeah, I just can't do it because it's absolutely everywhere. The minute I start making pizza, it's on the ovens, the tools. There's no way to safely separate from the contamination of it, unfortunately. We're now 30 litres in, and it's 12:36, so not bad.
Alright, cool. Yeah, no worries. See you there.
I do have an amazing gluten-free recipe online though,
That might be
of how to do it.
So we work just down at the hub.
Oh, okay, yep.
And Drew, I don't know if you know him, but Drew, who used to be the chef there, he came in. We were talking about coming up and getting pizza, and he said,
Okay.
I think he does gluten-free ones.
No. Unfortunately,
Got excited.
yeah, it's just
No worries.
not.
You'll have to have a pioneer instead.
Yeah. Very hard for anyone, especially in this kind of setting.
Yeah.
In a food truck, I don't like unless you're using like a pre-made, like a base that's like in like a tray or something. Because even when it touches the surface of the oven, although it's hot, there's still particles of it everywhere.
Can't guarantee it.
No. So I just blanket avoid it because. Also, it's really expensive. So a bag of gluten-free flour for like a kilo is like about £5, whereas a 25 kilo of normal flour is about £25. So it's a huge difference. Just give it a tap just below. I do feel bad for anyone who's gluten-free, like who's gluten intolerant. Is it just an intolerance, or is it celiac, or like?
She's intolerant.
Okay, cool.
And she will occasionally, she says, like,
She'll just take it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
You have to wear it for one night. Or,
Few beers in and or wines or whatever.
that's it. She does it occasionally. But, yeah, I mean, I didn't, I'll be honest, I didn't really know the extent of it. Of how
I've had that.
much they
I've had that before. When I'm doing a wedding service, someone comes up and they're like, "Oh, do you do gluten free?" No, and they're like, oh, "I'll just deal with it," and they just eat it. I just think the next day that's going to be
Just
brutal.
gets the stomach, and just stomach ache for the day.
Suppose if you're going to be hungover anyway, might as well just add something else to it, eh?
Yeah, why not? She's obviously not prepared to go for it today, just on a normal little Wednesday.
Yeah. Don't want to take the hit. There we go. Beautiful. Mark's on top. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Cheers. Right, margarita. There we go. It's a moment of calm. 20 to 2. 13 left today. But I've still got a bake one for my little boy to take home. Nice to have a bit of sun, right?
Yeah.
Weird. I wasn't prepared for it at all today. And it's 41 degrees in here. So I was really not ready for that today. There's a lot of heat, yeah. I mean, that one's running at 507. That one's they're both at 507. That's a rarity. Oh, that one clicked 506. Yeah, so there's a lot of warmth hitting me in the face. I end up with like a bit of a tan or a red ear on one side. One arm is sort of like red. It's lovely in the winter.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you later. Take care.
Take this moment to prep a couple of boxes. So as you can see on the market, I've been here for I've been doing the market for like 7 years. So I've got a lot of regulars, a lot of people come up. They know me, I know them. I've seen people's kids grow up and all sorts. So yeah, it's a lot of people always ask me about stuff. Have like a nice little chat. It's a nice interaction. So you know, for me, it's quite nice. I quite like that's the other part of it. It's quite a sociable thing doing what I do. Although I've got my back to a lot of people a lot of the time. Sometimes, especially when it's not too busy, you can have that couple of minutes because they're there for a few minutes. It's a nice catch up. And that's what I enjoy about it as well. Is I enjoy a bit of the banter, especially also when you're doing a private event. That can be wicked fun. Always have some people who have had a few beverages. That can always get a bit. It can go both ways actually. I've had some pretty drunk. I've had some drunk dude try and climb in the back of the van. I've had a really drunk woman once throw a plate at us, which I have no idea why. She was just hammered. She was loving the pizza. She just decided to throw a plate at us. Yeah, I had it all actually. So yeah, that's it. I'll come back in a little bit when I've finished and talk you through the day. But yeah, yet again, I hope you enjoyed that service, and yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Peace. Okay, so it's the end of the day. It's the end of another sellout market. What did I do today? I had 75 dough balls on board. Got rid of them all. Pretty good day. A little bit lower than what I bought last week. Last week I had like 80. I think I had like 84, 86, something like that with me. Reason I bought a bit less this week is because I did the Victoria Square gig yesterday. So a lot of those guys, they come to the market and because some of them they don't get it 2 days in a row. Some of them did come today. They came back today. I had 2 of them arrive today. So you know, I never prep too much. I sort of bring about 10 less on the weeks where I'm doing it 2 days in a row. But yeah, it's been a good service. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm looking at possibly doing some live stuff, so I might go live on YouTube next week on the market, so you can see it happening as it happens. So stay tuned for that. Hope you have a good week. Thank you very much.